There was some question, Rowdy, about how on form the swimmers would be here for ISL 2020. I would say that for you, have they surpassed your expectations?
Without question. I mean, compared to last weekend, when I think most of the swimmers will tell you they were a little rusty last weekend, just because they haven't competed. They haven't gotten up on the blocks and swam fast. And you know, just one weekend of kind of getting back into it, getting on that saddle again, it's like riding a bicycle. It just takes you a little while to get used to things. And now we're into the really important points, the relays, double.
Yeah, double points on the line here, our first relay of the day. Women's 400 freestyle, 18 points for first, and you have to settle for only 2 points for 8th place. At the point, Cali Condors sit in first, but man, New York climbing and cutting into their lead after that 30-point performance by Marco Koch.
I don't think New York will be a factor here in the women's race. They might be in the men, but this looks all Cali. In fact, they might have a chance, outside chance, they might have a chance to go 1-2 in this event. That's how tough it is to put together a Cali relay, because you have so many choices in the sprint freestyles, and they're going with Smoliga to start off. And what has she done? Well, she's just broken an American record and been a part of a bunch of relays, and a great freestyler, great backstroker. 25-1 going out, very smooth. I think DC going with Kromovidoyo. She's 25-4. She was second.
And look at Renomi. Remember, Team Iron currently find themselves in 4th. They would love to put it together here. They're in the lead, but by only 2/10 after the first leg.
Smoliga goes into Erica Brown. She was 53 flat last week on the relay, but she led off. So leading off, you got to give her about a half a second or maybe a little more for a flying leg. And this is where Cali starts to really take over, because the rest of the teams just don't have the depth to put together a great relay in the free relays. They do maybe on the medley relays, but they don't on the free relays, and this is where the depth pays off. Erica Brown, as I said, was 53 flat, and then she'll go into another Olympic gold medalist. Smoliga, Olympic gold medalist, and now Schmidt, Allison Schmidt will go for Cali. She was 52 flat on their B relay last week, moves up to the A.
Cali Condors in the lead, but Gear has DC Trident within range, halfway home, 4/10 behind the Cali Condors.
Great split for Margot Gear, 52-4, and as you said, puts DC Trident back right into the thick of things. And again, Kromovioyo goes 52-3, and then Golgova goes 53-9, so they start to fall back. By the way, Erica Brown was 52-8.
Yeah, look at DC.
Hanging in there.
4/100s off.
Right? I'm really impressed. I just did not expect to see this at all from any of the other teams. And this is why the ISL is so great, because you have to expect the unexpected. I still think with Schmidt, she goes 52 flat again. I don't see how they catch Natalie Hines, but boy, I tell you what, give credit to DC Trident. They are hanging tough. Wow, 52-9 right there, 52-1 for Allison Schmidt. So she follows her 52 flat with a solid 52-1.
Yeah, and what a second 50 it was for Schmidt. Remember, they're only 4/100ths of a second ahead, and it was 1.2 seconds the advantage for Natalie Hines, trying to get 18 points for the Cali Condors.
Well, the great thing about DC, and they certainly look like they're gonna get second here, 3 of the 4 swimmers weren't even on the A relay last week. In fact, they didn't even swim the relay last week. Hua was the only one that swam the relay. So great job for DC to put together a relay that is competitive, will get second. But again, this is all Cali right now with Natalie Hines.
Natalie Hines, she is going to win 18 points for the Cali Condors, their 5th win early on here of match 4. DC second, New York third, and the Cali Condors, they're the first team over 100 points, soaring early on.
Well, what a performance from Cali Condors so far. And speaking of them, we have their head